Hey, so I wanted to share a tool that I found quite useful during my cybersecurity studies or things like capture the flag events. Password cracking comes up a lot in this, but sometimes I don't really feel like busting out tools like hashcat or John the Ripper, or maybe I'm on a low power laptop and just want a fast option. So here's a free online tool that might give you a quick and easy win, and that is crackstation.net. Now I could just say, hey, here's the website and in the video, but I'd rather walk through a quick demo of how to actually use the site and then show cracks and passwords. So first, I'll generate a few hashes using CyberChef. If you've never heard of that, you'll see how easy it is in a second. And then second, I'll just plug it into Crackstation. Before jumping in, let's quickly talk about what Crackstation actually is. So I'm on their main website right now, but if I head over to their About Us page, we can see that the site is actually a security awareness project by a group called Defuse Security. Now I'm not going to read over this whole thing here, but in short, the goal is to raise awareness about insecure password storage, and they make their word lists and the cracking tool available to the public. And if you poke around the site, you'll also find some useful explanations about how password cracking works, what salts are, and what makes it a strong hashing algorithm. So it's a really cool project all in all. So back on the main page, the creators explain how Crackstation works. They essentially just use massive lookup tables of pre-computed password hashes and then a corresponding value. So when you paste in the hash, it just looks through the list, finds a hash value, and gives you the corresponding password. And if you're wondering which hash algorithms this is site support, it is right here. Okay, with all that being said, let's generate some password hashes with CyberChef. Just heading through Google and clicking this right link. And if you've never used CyberChef before, it's really simple. The input section, that's just where you give it data. The recipe section, this is where we choose a data transformation. So it could be something like hashing or other encoding methods. And then it gives you the output right here. So I'm going to put in a possible password. So kitty123. Then first hash I'll do would be MD5. So I'm going to search that. Drag and drop the recipe. And then we see an MD5 hash auto-generated. And then I'll highlight and copy this text. And I'll drag it over to Crackstation. Put it in. Say I'm not a robot. And I cracked the password that fast. Now we can do one more. So let me go back to CyberChef. I'll choose a different hashing algorithm. So let me do... Alright, that's the new password. I will delete this recipe. Look at SHA-1. And throw this in there. Same thing as before. Copy that value down. And put it back into Crackstation. And just to demonstrate what it looked like if it didn't find a hash value, I'm going to go back here and then mash on the keyboard and then put this new value in. And result not found. And that's it for the video. It was pretty short and simple. Just keep in mind that Crackstation isn't meant to be a end-all be-all tool, and it's primarily aimed at weaker passwords, but it's still an awesome addition to anyone's tool belt either way. Hope you learned something.